This is not your typical Louis Vuitton unboxing. No bags, no scarves, no shoes. Today we're diving into something from the latest home and gifting collection that might as well have been an Etsy DIY. But of course, the minute I saw it, I knew I had to have it. Let's unbox the new plexiglass tray PM in the transparent colorway, and I will tell you all about why this is a future cult classic. Hi guys, my name is Rachel. My YouTube channel is called Rachel Went Shopping, where we talk about all things fashion, luxury, especially handbags, and a lot of Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton has been steadily expanding its home decor and gifting category over the past few years. I feel like the plexiglass Scott box was a viral hit just a few years ago, and then they started expanding into vases and so much more. I currently have a transparent or acrylic plastic tray in my closet on my island already. This is just a cheap one from Amazon. When I saw that Louis Vuitton was making an official monogram tray, I knew I had to have it. I knew from the get-go that I wanted the transparent colorway because I wanted to put it in my closet, but I was very unsure about the size. I took a few measurements compared to this one, again, that I purchased from Amazon, and I decided to go with the PM. We will dive into the differences between the PM and the MM and what I think each would be good uses for after we unbox the item. First, I want to tell you guys how I ordered it and the timeline for when it arrived. I first saw the tray pop up on Instagram. A Louis Vuitton client advisor posted it in their stories. It was Saturday, April 26th, and I immediately sent my client advisor a screenshot and told her that I wanted to buy it. She actually responded the next day on Sunday, April 27th. She shared all the details about the two different colorways and the different sizes, and we sort of went back and forth on which one I wanted. I decided on the PM, and I completed my payment link that day, so Sunday, April 27th. At that time, she quoted me a 1 to 2 month delivery window. I think it was technically a pre-order. It sat in pending validation in my order status for what felt like forever, and then it finally updated, I believe, in mid-May. This box actually arrived on Thursday, May 22nd, which was the same day of the Murakami Cherry release, and I got a couple of those items at the same time. So it was about a 4-week turnaround from when I ordered it on the 27th, so on the shorter end of that 1 to 2 month delivery time that I was originally quoted. Let's go ahead and open this thing up so we can talk more about it. I learned my lesson from my last unboxing. I have sticky notes over my address just in case. And you can see that this label here, which I believe is like a Louis Vuitton internal label, is over the flap, and you can see that it is very secure. So hopefully no mishaps in this unboxing. Here we go. This is a very big box considering it was the smaller size tray. I'll push this over to the side. All right, receipt. This is a very big box. All right, let's get this open. It's very light. It is a newer box. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like my Louis Vuitton boxes always have little rips in the corner, which is, I mean, it doesn't matter because I'm not doing anything with these boxes, but it's a little annoying that a luxury box can't have a little bit more quality. Wow, I can see it. Okay, so it's packaged really nicely in this foam, and I can see the monogram in there. Let's take this out. Oh my gosh, how do I even get this out of here? Okay, wait, I'm gonna pull from here. This, come on, there we go. All right, gonna lift. There's a style code tag here. It's like a sticker. Pull this out. There is the beautiful monogram tray. All right, let's put this on. All right, so there is the Louis Vuitton monogram plexiglass tray in the PM size. The monogram part is printed on the underside so that it shows correctly when laid down from the top. It says Louis Vuitton Paris in the middle, and it says made in Italy. Both the PM and the MM are both made in Italy. You can see it has these little pieces on the side here that are kind of like a trunk detail, like a hard-sided piece detail, and it features these little handles. The MM size is bigger and it features bigger handles. We will talk about that. The style number for this PM size in transparent is GI1342. So this has my little ARFID tag. I will definitely save this. I'm gonna put it in the receipt for now. Let me grab my computer so I can tell you the measurements. Okay, this tray measures 14.9 across, 9.8 inches wide, and 1.9 inches high. It comes in two colorways, the transparent and then the amber colorway. The style number for the amber is GI1344. The PM size retails for $610. Yes, that is crazy. Like I said in my intro, guys, seriously, you could make a DIY version of this probably with one of those Cricuts. I don't know. I don't have one. For a lot cheaper. I'm sure they sell something like this on Etsy. If they do, though, it would be illegally because you cannot use Louis Vuitton's Monogram. But it is not lost on me that $610 is a lot to pay for a plexiglass tray. However, as a Louis Vuitton lover, which you guys know that I am, I just thought that this was going to be the perfect decor detail for the middle of my island in my closet. Size, in my opinion, is small and versatile. It would be perfect for your vanity in your bathroom or in your bedroom, wherever you put on your makeup. You could stack perfume bottles in here, makeup, etc. Obviously, it's perfect for the middle of a small-ish size island in your closet. I also think this is a good size to sit on top of your dresser because if it's really big, I think it could overtake it a bit. You could use this on a bar or an entryway, but let's talk about the MM size and we can do a bit of a comparison. So like I said, the PM is 14.9, the MM is 18.3 inches. That means it's just under 4.5 inches longer. So can you see down here? Yeah. That would put it at about right there. That is a pretty big tray. So this is the tray that I currently keep in my closet. And this one measures 16 and it's pretty substantial. It's 16 by 12. So when I saw that it was 2 inches bigger, 2 point something inches bigger than this tray that I already have, I was kind of like, wow, that's huge, especially for the use case, like I'm saying, of in the closet for a vanity, etc. I really think it makes sense for the smaller tray. You can see what I keep on here. I have this Stussy 8-ball candle. I have another candle that I'm actually going to burn. This one's just for decor. I've got 2 little cheapy candle accessories. And then I've got 2, these are actually 2 antiques from my grandma who passed away last year. She had the most beautiful antique secretary desk in her home with a bunch of little antique trinkets, and I've admired these since I was a child. So I was very blessed to get these passed down to me after she passed away, and I keep them in my closet sort of as a remembrance. So it's pretty light, basically decorative. All of these items I think would fit on this tray. Let's just try it out so you can see. Yeah, got my little mirror with my jade handle, my little antique perfume bottle. So there, they all fit on here. And I think, I always felt like this tray was a little big, which is why, again, I think it makes more sense to go for a smaller tray here. And not like I will always keep these things necessarily on it, but just as an example. Now, again, this one is 16 across, the MM is 18 across, but one idea I did have was it could be an interesting way to display your bandeaus if you were looking to lay them flat, you know, kind of something like this. Just putting a bunch on here for now. This is not everything, but you know, you could display scarves on that 18-inch one. If you wanted to display your scarves in the middle of your closet or something like that, I think that could be a cool idea. Obviously, a perfume tray is another good idea. So the larger size tray is also available in transparent or the amber colorway, which is kind of like a brownish black gray smoke colorway, which I did like. The size retails for $730, so there's about $120 difference. I feel like this is very cute for like personal home decor just for me, and the larger size would be cool for a more public home decor, public, you know what I mean, like other people will see it when they come to your house. So for example, on your coffee table, even in the middle of your dining table to display on a floral arrangement or something like that, on your entryway, on your ottoman, a larger surface I think makes more sense for the size, but you guys let me know what you were thinking in the comments. I also felt like I liked the smoke gray colorway more for my downstairs living room. So I do think that that could be a potential add. The size in the amber colorway as more home decor, not like personal decor, if that makes sense. I could totally see it on my coffee table, on my dining room table. I know in the description of the size, they also said you could use it as like a hosting tray or something like that. And it does have more substantial handles. I don't know, guys, if I would really serve drinks on a Louis Vuitton tray. That's kind of a lot. If you wanted to put coffee table books on it, you're definitely going to want to go for that larger size. I could see a small stack of coffee table books on the Louis Vuitton tray in the middle of your coffee table. I think that would be really cute. So this is kind of just like, just for me, a cute little thing that I have that I admire. Nobody else really sees it. It's just a little luxury for myself, really. I really like the idea of these trays, even though they are overpriced plastic. You get the beautiful Louis Vuitton monogram for the Louis Vuitton fan in the functional presence of a decor piece. So there's your choice. You get the PM size, very chic and compact. I think it's perfect for personal use and small styling moments. The is more bolder, more functional. You really cannot go wrong with either. It just depends what your end use case is. So that is it for this quick unboxing, you guys. It is useful and it brings a little bit of Louis Vuitton into your home if you are a true Louis Vuitton lover. I can absolutely see this becoming a collector's item, especially if they release more colors or even limited editions. This would have been very cute with Murakami cherries on it, for example. I really like all of the gifting items that they're adding. They're perfect for men or women. I mean, if you have the budget, it's an awesome housewarming gift, but yeah, that's not something that I can afford to gift. Let me know what you guys think of this insanely overpriced piece of plastic. What are you thinking about the transparent versus the amber, the PM versus the Will you be picking one of these up for your home, and how are you planning to use it? As I was looking on the Louis Vuitton website to gather all the details to share with you in this video, I saw so many other cute home items. They are really doing a lot to expand their home and gifting collection. I might do another video breaking down a lot of the new items that they're releasing. Let me know if that is something that you would be interested in the comments. If you enjoyed this video or found the information helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you consider subscribing to my channel down below if you want to watch more unboxings and informational videos. As always, I appreciate you guys being here with me, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye bye.